Yeah. Okay, so this should work, but it doesn't. So we need like 50 debug logs to see what's going on here. Okay, so in this script, if the level equals 1, where we put it, then we set these. Right. Potion spot 1. That might be why it's not working. Okay, so go back here, play. I know I need to fix the left map, but I'll get to that. Yes. Yes. Okay, now let's go to competitor 2. You do not have those spots. Okay. Okay. Okay, I didn't actually want that one. I want it to be where you were pulled from. Maybe photos. where I wanted the potions? No. Hello. No. Also, I'm in the call if you'd like to join. Oh, I'm not being productive. Well, I am. I just fixed my problem. So now, like, potions do spawn. She licked my hand. Cute. So, mm. Oh, that's right. I muted you because she was listening to you. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Or I should hear you.
No.
There you go.
All time.
Opposite. Bizarro world. So I got my potions to spawn in the right place. Yay for me.
Can you hear me or no?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I cannot hear you.
Alright. Double checking because I don't hear it on the stream, but that don't matter. Oh, dude, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I just got up a few hours ago. Should I just work in this call and not stream? Is that the play?
That's up to you. Kitty, you might be a little too close to the heater. That is probably going to burn you.
Roast kitty.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Get the salt.
Like
Get the salt.
she's basically had her belly against the heater, and it's like, it's a good thing we have that little guard thingy there. Okay, so here these are, and then we tag you as. Oh, we did not make them. Okay. Potions spot 4.
I'll turn on the stream. I'll turn on the stream. But Today's gonna be a low energy day.
Welcome to my everyday.
Bro.
The day I have energy is the day I die, probably.
No, that's when energy is released.
Exactly.
Yeah, damn it.
Actually, select that
Pal
one.
World stream when?
I don't know. I need to go. It's currently on sale for like an itty bitty amount. I
Yeah.
gotta go to an ATM, or not. Actually, same basic spot. So I don't need to go to the ATM, but I do need to go to the thing where I put money on my debit card, the local debit card. Then I can buy it because it looks kind of fun. I watched somebody playing it.
Yeah. Ooh. Which of these do I use? Wait, I have GarageBand? Hmm.
Um, First we need the script.
Ooh.
Now
Holy dude,
prefabs.
today
What?
I woke up. Today I woke up and I was like, why do I feel like I never went to sleep? I did not feel rested. What the hell? That's not
Yeah.
normal. Usually, first thing I do when I wake up is like, all right, brain is fresh. Go tackle the hardest thing that I had yesterday. And usually I'll solve it that morning and I'll be like, okay, on to the next thing. Then the rest of the day, it's just, things that needs to be done. I never tackle anything heavy for the rest of the day. Usually, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, my brain did not work this morning.
Happens.
Why? I must know why, so I can prevent it from ever happening again.
Once you find out, tell me.
God damn. Alright. What is this?
Okay. Uh,
Okay, I should stop messing with the rhythm fighter.
I guess I should message him. I don't remember if he told me to do that or not. Where is he? Okay, it should be 3. Decide exactly where I want these potions. Guess that won't work. Sleep there. We're gonna have kitty cam again.
Oh, he's in position?
Hmm?
In position?
Kitty is getting ready. Maybe to sleep. I don't know. She might run off somewhere. What you working on?
Uh, Today, well, last night I actually got started with the data structures for the quest.
Hmm.
I merely got started. I guess I should continue. I started thinking about how I want to write the quests. I'm thinking of just using a data table, so that way I just store all of the quests somewhere, and then
I have to get pictures of this so I can show her. She will not believe me. Work has stalled. Cat has decided to become lap kitty.
oh shit,
So
move the camera.
I'm afraid if I do, I will move and then the cat will run off. Maybe if she falls asleep, I'll move the camera down.
Time to invest in a second cam.
Yeah, actually. Or third cam, actually, because she has the second cam. It's the stripy cat.
Fair enough. Hmm. I was thinking of having a quest class. Oh, what I did previously was I had a quest class and I would write out the entire quest in the child of that quest class. So I would make a bunch of classes
Mm-hmm.
that had uh, their own quest inside of it. But what I could do instead is make a single quest class, and then I make a data table of quests. And so when I need to spawn a quest, I just spawn it with the correct data
Mm-hmm.
from the data table. Yes. Dude, that's so
Yes.
smart. Holy
I'm
shit.
glad I thought of that.
Man, god damn.
I'm a fucking genius.
uh, I, I was thinking about implementing the data table, but then I started to think like, why? What did I do before this? And why don't I do the thing that I did before? Until I remembered I had a separate class for every single quest. That's kind of scuffed.
Hmm. Oh, I need.
So,
Damn, I can't even use this one. Never mind.
so we have a quest. This quest state, quest save, quest stage. I still need an S quest. Hmm. I also need to differentiate. Hmm. I need to differentiate quest ID and quest name because most likely quest name will have localization, but you can't localize quest ID because that's what runs in code.
Mm.
Mm, I'm starting to learn to have a separate variable for the name and a separate variable for the ID.
Mm.
Ooh, that means I need to add that for all of the actors as well. I need it for all the actors as well. Dude, it feels like the brain is expanding. Mm.
We delete you because did this level and duplicate you. Con level 3. That you up here. Now we go into here. Okay.
How far did I get? It's
These
completed.
potions.
Looks like it's completed. Mm. Dude, usually with games that have quests, right?
Mm.
do you notice if, like, like within a quest there's usually stages, right? Like
Hmm.
when you start out, they'll be like, okay, these are the things that you need to do.
Hmm.
Do you remember if they usually have like some kind of description about either a description or even a title for that stage?
No, I don't think they tell you specifically that there are stages. Like they're not denoted. You can tell where they are, but it's not like
Usually,
this.
if they have like information like you should go pick up these many balls or something. Usually they'll have that, right?
Hmm.
They'll
Yeah,
have like the things that you need to do,
yeah.
but
Not saying
not
this
necessarily a
stage.
description.
Go pick up this. Also, it depends on what you want to do, because I think there's
Mm,
about as many ways of informing people of quests as there are quests.
that's true. So in Genshin they have a lot more written, but it's very like it's much more story driven.
Yeah, and they
Each
also
quest
want
has their
you
own story.
to spend more time in that game so China can spy on you more.
Yeah, sure.
So taking
Mm.
the time to read the quests gives them more time to get more information.
Nobody reads that shit, bro. Everybody just presses next.
Yeah, but still,
If that means their
having
planet ain't working.
having to press next is another stage, and that's just a little bit more information they can get.
Oh, dude, what do you think they're doing? They're not tracing a call. That's not.
No, but you still have opened up a path to them, and what they can get on that path is time dependent. You spend 2 seconds in the app, I guarantee they can't get your bank information. But you spend 5 hours, they might be able to. You have to spend time to move laterally through your system. It takes a while.
So I have a quest stage. Wait, what the fuck is this? What is this? Looks like whatever this is, I haven't completed it. Mm, yeah, I was thinking about do I want to create an entire struct for a stage? Do I want to create an entire struct? I I know I definitely need to do a struct for every task. That's for sure.
Hmm.
I need a struct for every class.
Okay, what's a struct?
What's a struct? Basically an object. If you're familiar with what it is in C sharp,
Hmm.
it's an object.
Okay.
It's basically an object.
Is it a particular type of object or just an object? Like,
You can it's it's an object that you can. So you know how you can pass around objects that have a bunch of different variables inside of it?
hmm.
That's basically what a struct is. The
Okay.
differentiator of a struct and an object for this specifically is that a struct is just a collection of these variables, while an object is something that you would have to construct and store in memory.
Okay.
While an object is something you have to store in memory and you want to pass the reference around.
Hmm.
But a struct is just something that you pass around. It's like a structure of of information.
Hmm.
So it's much more efficient
Okay.
compared to creating an object for everything, basically. Um, but in C++, there is no differentiator between an object and a struct. It's basically the same thing. At least in C++, but Usually in C Sharp and others, there is a difference.
Okay. I think there might be. It sounds like to me either a list, array, or
It's almost
possibly
like
a
a dictionary. It's
dictionary.
almost like a
Dictionary, yeah.
dictionary or a list. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like a list or a dictionary. Yes.
So it
But
itself is a list of other objects, other
yeah,
variables. Okay.
of variables. Yeah, yeah. So it's called a struct because it's a structure. Struct is short form for structure. So it's just a data structure. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. So I know that I want to have a structure for tasks because I need to tell the game what type of task it is, and depending on the type of task, I would need to give it more information.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for example, if you have to interact with something for a task, then the hmm, does it need to keep the target for? I don't think it does. Does it? Huh. What's like the minimal thing that it needs? Because, for example, the easiest example of what you would need inside of a task is like if you need to collect a certain amount of things,
Mm-hmm.
then you need to also include in that structure the type of thing that you need and how many. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
huh. But wait, who really needs that structure? Oh, the quest needs it. The quest needs it. The quest needs it because I started to think about the struct like an object. It's not an object. It's just a struct. Um, the one that needs this, the object that actually needs all of this, is the quest object. Um, it needs to know. That means it also needs to know a target. Wait, does it need to know a target? If it's an interact target, if it's an interact target, what information does it need? Oh no, my brain is too small for this.
But I can hear it getting bigger as you talk, or more wrinkles, or whatever the thing is.
My brain is too smooth.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes.
It's both, dude. Right now, it's a shiny pearl. It's small and smooth.
Pearl is a good
I
knowledge
guess
too. When you
I guess
started
that's why it's
Gamedev,
called.
a piece of sand was
It's
thrown into your brain, and now you're building knowledge around it. It's becoming a beautiful
maybe that's
pearl.
why it's called a pea brain, dude.
Could be.
Because it's small and smooth. Are peas smooth? Unless they're mushy peas.
I mean, it depends on how you cook them. They're naturally
Mm.
smooth, but they can wrinkle up while you cook them.
Oh, is that why when people are thinking they say they're cooking because it wrinkles up the pea so
I
that
don't know.
there's more wrinkles? Oh
Maybe,
damn!
maybe.
It's
Fuck
it's
if
a
I know.
it's it's a beautiful coincidence.
Yes,
That's why it's cooking.
truly
Ah,
beautiful.
ah, the universe is amazing.
Yes.
I'm considering.
Don't do it.
I'm considering. God damn it. My train of thought.
Fuck your train.
Goddamn terrorists blowing up trains. Uh, okay, so what I'm considering is if I can get rid of one extra structure where I put a bunch of stuff and then an array, what I could do instead is just make a single struct for tasks and then I can just make an array of tasks called a stage. Can I do that? Is that something I can do? No, I still need an array of stages. I still need an array of stages. So I guess I can't avoid making a structure for stages because I still need an array of stages. And every stage is minimum an array of tasks. I still haven't fully thought through what's the minimum amount required. Because not gonna lie, the first time around when I built the quest system, I I put in way too many things. Like there was so many things that were like unnecessary that was never used or never checked.
Mm-hmm.
Because like some places don't need that information.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, if a task is to go somewhere, if a task is to go somewhere, the place where you arrive does not need all of the information.
Yeah, it
The
just
place
means
that
that you arrived.
it just needs to know which quest it is for.
Mm. Just a trigger event that says arrived true on this quest.
But but
I don't know. Somebody got onto me for bulls during the game jams. Like, yes, bulls on bulls on bulls. I'm like, oh, okay. Apparently my bulls are bad. Leave me alone. I'm new.
what did you do with the bulls? Explain to me.
I mean, just everything was a bull for the most part. Not everything. That's what they're making fun of. But a lot of things were bulls.
Oh, I get it. So sometimes when there's multiple things that go to a single bool, sometimes it should just be like like an enumeration or something instead of
Yeah, I don't know. They were just like, everything's a bull. I'm like, oh, okay, explain how to do it better. And then they didn't. They just continued making fun of my bulls.
now. Like, why don't you give me an example of one of your multi bools?
I mean, just like, okay, you pick up the you pick up the battery.
Okay.
Got battery. True.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the key. Got key. True. You check on
Ah,
the thing. Do you have key and battery? True. Yes. Then this is true. Then you go over here, and if that was true, then that works.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
Bulls on bulls on
that's
bulls.
is um so like specifically in that situation, what is the player supposed to be doing?
Finding the battery, finding the keys, and then turning on something with the battery and key.
Does it matter what the order is?
No, just as long as they have the battery and the key. And if they don't have the key, but they have the battery, then the battery gets put in, and then it's like you still need a key, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Of course, that's the way I set it up. I don't know what happened because the actual game jam entry is, I don't know what changed because half the stuff doesn't work. So I'm like, that should tell you you still need
That
something.
sounds correct. So
Yeah, I don't know what happened with our game jam entry. It was weird.
I guess the question is like, when is that being checked? Is that being checked when you try to open the door?
Yeah,
Should be fine. Sounds about
yeah,
right.
I think
Unless
they're just making fun of all my bulls because I'm guessing they thought of a different way, or the fact that I had so many bulls. I don't know. Everything's a bull. I'm
what
like,
what
everything
what
can be a
could
bull.
make that what could make that like less than good is like when you need a different for example, if you need a different like let's say you have multiple stages and every stage requires some kind of like thing that you need to check and they're all different for every level, then the way you set it up means like you're basically hard coding the thing for that level.
Mm.
So the like what's the term for it? Like what allows you to complete that level, that becomes hard coded, as opposed to if you could turn that into a variable and then you can specify for each level in each instance, right? Like what is going to be the like shit. I'm forgetting words. My brain is getting smaller.
No, I think it's atrophying from no sleep.
But I slept. I slept for 10 hours.
Not good sleep apparently,
Maybe, yeah.
which is the
That
difference.
might be
I
true.
sleep for any amount of time, but it's not good sleep. The annoying thing is I wish I could force myself to wake up after like 4 hours because I'm still gonna be just as fucking tired if I wake up after 4, 6, 8, 20. It doesn't matter. I'm still just as tired. I just wish I could wake up after 4, make myself wake up after 4, because then I can get more shit done. Because it's not gonna
It
change like my
depends.
feeling of tiredness. I know that.
Like what were you doing before sleep?
Video games, watching YouTube videos, sometimes
Yeah,
making video game stuff,
usually those don't help. Usually you want a solid hour of doing nothing, of no screen time.
Oh no,
That
you don't
helps a lot.
understand how long it takes me to fall asleep.
Oh, I understand.
It could take me like
I
a
understand.
good 2 hours. I have insomnia. So I am sitting there in bed for in between 30 minutes and 2 hours before I eventually just wake up a couple hours later and I'm just like, oh, I guess I fell asleep.
Yeah, no, I get that completely. Because my brain also has it's not an insomnia thing. It's like my brain will keep chugging as long as it has energy.
Hmm.
So what
Well,
usually helps is like
technically,
I
so
tire myself out.
you have different levels of insomnia. You have the
Yeah,
insomnia where you haven't slept for a couple of days, but there's
right.
also like if apparently it take after it is your normal time and you decide you want to go to sleep, if it takes you more than 30 minutes normally to go to sleep, then you have insomnia. Now this is
Then I guess
normal
I have
meaning like
insomnia then. But
yeah. This is like normally as in like you didn't drink coffee before you went to bed or something's going on, but like on average,
but I've also learned that from a lot of this that if you have not fallen asleep, you shouldn't keep lying down and trying to fall asleep. It doesn't help. It actually makes it worse.
yeah.
So if you can't fall asleep, you should get up and do something
I
until
do
you
that
actually feel
and then
tired.
it's see that kind of works because generally whenever I do that I get something done. I mean it might just
Yeah,
be getting further in a
yeah,
video game or it might be coding something up or something. But the problem
yeah,
with that
absolutely.
is trying to maintain a schedule. Because
No,
I
if
will
I've
do that and then I'm like, okay, I'm finally asleep. I'm finally tired. I can go to sleep. And then it's like 7 in the morning and it's like supposed to be
yeah,
streaming at 10. So if we didn't maintain a schedule whatsoever, then yeah, that would work. But we're trying to maintain a schedule, so meh.
okay. Take it from me. I've tried this for years, where I tried to force the schedule. Um, it doesn't work. Sometimes your productivity and sleep quality matters more than your stream schedule, because let's be honest, we're not making jack shit from streams.
That's true.
So
But I meet so many
that's when
entertaining and interesting people, and I do learn
that's
so
that's
much
completely fine.
from people.
That part's completely fine, but you're gonna have to be okay with um, when it happens, or sometimes what I do is give it like a certain amount of time where
Mm.
you fight don't fight your body, don't fight your system, let it happen. Always follow it. After a while, it's gonna like fall into a certain rhythm.
Well,
Then
we
stick to that rhythm.
Well, we
Once,
did that. We were just like, oh, we're just gonna stream whenever, we're gonna sleep whenever, and then it kind of naturally had us wake up around this time
okay,
for
good.
about a week. And then I'm like, okay, we'll just go ahead and stay with this. And now we're slipping back out of it again. And it's like,
And I say that's completely fine. Again, it depends on what your priorities are. And I
mm.
say you should prioritize your quality of sleep and
Well, that's the
follow
thing.
that.
My sleep is always shitty. So, again, I wish I could wake
It's
up after
fine.
4 hours because I'd be just as fucking rested.
You
But
don't
I'd
need
have more
to aim
time to
for
do shit.
perfect sleep. You just need to, as long as you can fall asleep naturally and then you can wake up naturally, as long as it's not like you trying to force yourself to go to sleep at a certain time, that
Mm,
almost never works, and trying to force yourself to wake at a certain time with an alarm clock, that
mm.
also doesn't help. Even if you do wake up with the alarm clock, it feels really bad.
This is
So
true.
yeah, so I've learned to just like let it happen. I actually what the what it ended up resulting in, and of course, like it's not just that. You also have to like take care of like your other shit, like how are you eating? What's your consumption? What are you doing right before sleep?
Mm.
All of this stuff, it matters.
How much
Um,
exercise are you getting in general? Yeah.
I mean, I don't even exercise. I just like take a walk in the morning because
Yeah,
it
but
helps
that's
with like
still,
the melatonin
that
levels and
counts
stuff like that.
as
Yeah, it does. It
exercise.
absolutely counts. Yeah, it's just about like you don't even have to like actually exercise. If you stand outside and there's like enough sunlight, it actually makes you awake, and that helps you fall asleep later as well because shit's getting regulated. And
Mm.
what I found is like if you do that properly, I actually ended up with like a human sleep schedule. It's
Madness.
nuts. Yeah, it's
What is this
absolutely nuts.
human you speak of?
Yeah, I have no idea what this human is.
Sounds mythical.
But in all seriousness, it works. It works. But it's a
We are
matter of
game
putting in that
devs.
that work. Doesn't
We
matter.
don't even
Doesn't
we
matter
don't
if you're a game dev, if you're a
we
CEO, if
don't
you're
know
a fucking
what humans are.
janitor. It doesn't matter. It applies. No matter if you're a game dev or what, you're still human.
Psh, blasphemy.
Doesn't matter what you label yourself, you're still human.
Blasphemy.
Most people forget that. Most people forget. It's unfortunate. Mm, but it does look like I definitely need a task. I need a task struct. Mm, my brain. My brain can't think about this properly. My brain. Okay. All right. So I still need to like rubber duck through the part where if if I have a task
Mm,
where the the objective of the task is to go somewhere,
mm,
uh mm, what I used to do is I had this thing where once it reaches the proper stage where that task is available, I run a signal
mm,
to all objects in the level that have that quest ID, and I quote unquote activate it.
mm,
I activate it so that it can actually take in signals, so that when I walk into that area, it actually triggers the quest task complete. So like if I arrive there earlier, it doesn't trigger it ahead of time. It just doesn't do anything until I've reached that part of the quest. That's what
mm.
it should do. Mm,
Fools.
oh, yeah, it is a bull actually. That is a bull. But the problem with that is one, I'll be sending and checking for every single actor in the class in the level. That's not great.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. And then another is that um it has like so much information that's not necessary. But I can't just leave it turned on all the time either, because it might be worse if I let it run, and then every time the player character enters it, it runs to check to see if uh, it it checks to see if the quest is active and if it's in the correct stage. If it does that check every single time you enter or pass through it, that also doesn't sound great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, there has to be a better solution.
There's got to be a better way.
Mm,
Sorry.
because once it does do it successfully, it's gonna just destroy itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna destroy itself just fine. Mm, but the part moving up to that point where it destroys itself, it needs to do these checks. Wait, I don't even know how to visualize this. Like I have all of my all of my maps and graphs and shit, but I don't know how to visualize this.
Okay, we have to take more of a kitty break. I've done everything I can with just my mouse. I need to actually type now, and I can't do that with kitty.
You can't type with
She
Kitty.
looks so fit. Well, she's in my lap, and I'm kind of far away from anything I could comfortably type at. So
Then
she looks so
then chill
comfortable.
and help be my rubber duck for a second
Yeah, 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 yeah.
then.
I'm trying. I just don't know how to help.
We can still be productive. That's cool. That's cool.
Lies.
All right. So let's say that this object here is the um, let's call it the destination trigger.
Mm-hmm. Will this actually
So
be
the
a trigger, like a trigger event or box collider?
yes. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a collider. Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
it is a collider. So the destination trigger is a collider, and what the hell? And whenever something walks up to it, it's gonna trigger. It's gonna trigger. Um, so probably what I want to do is
I think
have
it'll
an
technically always be triggering, unless it does a different. Like it'll constantly checking if something's hitting it, and then what's hitting
yeah.
it. So
The,
you definitely
so
need an
there's an
if
event
the
called
player.
an on overlap.
Oh,
Yeah,
on overlap. Okay.
I can do an on overlap.
Okay.
I can do an on overlap event. Um,
And you check if the overlapper is the player.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
An
It should
if
cut a
on
little bit of the
overlap.
check.
Oh wait. I'm trying to avoid doing a cast for everything. So, if possible, if I can do this without casting.
Like raycasting, or
No, like class casting.
mm,
So, if you cast to check to see if it is casting means like you take whatever actor reference that's coming in
mm,
and you cast it as a class to see if it can be that class. So usually, if
mm,
you do that when you need it as like either a child class or like a parent class of like
yeah.
something in that
Do
hierarchy of.
you not need like? Do you not have tags or whatever in Unreal?
There are tags. Yes, I can do a tag. Hmm.
That's what I
But
use. Is it's like so we got on collision enter or on trigger enter, and then when it enters there, I check what the tag of that object is instead of doing this casting an object, or wait,
yeah,
casting a thing as an object to do all this other stuff. I don't know if that would
mm,
actually be better or worse performance-wise.
I do wonder. I do wonder. I do wonder because I haven't gone to the point where. Well, one thing I have been doing, um, because I think in my ghosts, it actually checks to see if so in this ghost NPC, when this interact happens, actually no, I don't want interact. I want class check. Is that what it is? It checks to see if it's the correct class.
Okay. Which does save you
Like
the trouble of casting it, I guess.
that's true. I am using a lot of interfaces here for this. But the reason why this exists is because uh, there's going to be a few different interactables, and they have different things that they want for this. So it makes sense for this.
Hmm.
But for this specifically, it doesn't want anything other than. Oh wait, no, 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 no. That's not true. That's not true. You should be able to trigger it either as the ghost or as the boy or as somebody that you've possessed, right? It should trigger if you're one of those.
Mm-hmm.
What I could do actually, what I could do is on overlap, I check if player character. I can just do that
Yeah,
so that no
because
matter
you
what,
are in control of all three of those
yeah, because
at the
the
time.
the
Yeah.
engine actually keeps track of which is the current player character.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can equal to player character, then that will work. But then the question is, do I want this to happen all the time? I don't. I don't. So the problem with this is that now it's going to trigger every single time the player character enters. We don't want that because
But it can trigger, but then not do anything by doing a check to see if certain conditions are met. So it will trigger, but doesn't mean it actually
right
activates anything until.
right now it will trigger, and in fact it's always listening.
Yeah.
So maybe what I might want to do is by default by default um, collision is turned off.
And then
It
when you
makes
meet those standards, collision is turned on, which means it's also checking if those standards are met all the time.
no, not unless I do some kind of like bind thing where, or if it unless it's being called by something else.
Yeah, if it's being called by something else, like you can just activate it once you reach that,
Yeah, but
in which case
so
it's
then
not checking all the time. It only checks once it's activated.
so okay, so there's a few things to tackle for this because here this is gonna be the game mode. This is
Hmm.
the game mode, and then on top of that, I have the game instance.
Okay.
Um, Game instance is up top. It never disappears.
Hmm.
It as soon as you launch the game, this exists.
Hmm.
Game mode um, changes every single time you load a new scene or a new level.
So game
It will
instance is the game, and
yes,
the
yes,
game mode is the scene.
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, the game mode there's actually a level blueprint as well. There's a level blueprint that's very specific to the level.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have multiple levels use the same game mode,
Mm.
but even if they have the same game mode, the game mode gets reloaded anyway if you go to a new if you
Mm.
load a
Okay.
new level. But this never changes. So that's why in here I'm putting my save game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My save is in here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your data
Um,
persistence thing.
yep, my save is there. I'm putting my quest manager in here as well.
Makes sense.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, Flax has a game plugin
Hmm.
which does essentially the same thing. It runs whenever the game starts and then destroys itself when the game ends.
Right.
Um, and the only thing I really use that for is I've got run or I've got save and load in there, and then I have a shit ton of variables that I need to persist. Like, and all the save and load does is saves the variables in their current state or sets them to the variables at that state.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think keeping all your quest stuff in there as variables is a good idea because, yeah, it keeps track of everything.
Hold on. Yeah, I've been cooking up some stuff and putting in some serious work. Can't wait to show you. Oh, sick, dude.
Nice.
Can't wait to see it. Will do my best to check in when I can. It's 2 a.m. though. I need to sleep. Go, go, get that sleep. Get that sleep. Hey,
Yes,
Raven, how you doing? How you doing?
sleep is omega important.
Yes, get that sleep. Hmm.
It's an
So,
elusive fucker, but it's important when you catch it.
yeah. Hey, Raven, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Um,
Hello, Raven.
s- I'm just walking through some code. Um, well, at least plan of a code because I'm rewriting all this. It's going been very busy, but busy usually means good. Usually means you're getting shit done.
He's rubber ducking
That
with a
does
brick
mean,
wall.
yeah, less time to work on stuff that you might want to do instead, though. So
Well, it depends on
it
if
is
you're
what it is.
busy doing what you want to do or not.
Because Raven is actually also interested in game dev.
Hmm.
I have been like telling it like a bunch of people who are interested, like, yo, if you're interested,
Just
I'm
do it.
actually starting to like learn and work on this. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, you can like follow me on this
If you
journey
have
as I learn.
30 minutes a day, read something.
Yeah, or
If you
just
got an
watch
hour, throw some code
watch
together.
what's it called, a dev blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about a dev blog because usually that's not gritty
Yeah, that's
detail.
actually not the best. You don't really learn much.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I did
Or maybe
this.
you
How'd you
just
do
run the
that?
line.
Watch
Yeah,
tutorials. There you go.
yeah,
And of
working full
course,
time job now, different from part time I used to do.
hmm
She,
yeah. But
but
see,
it
you find the
usually
right
means
job.
more moolah.
I wish
Usually
I had.
means more
I
moolah.
so literally before I moved here. So we've lived together for a year now. Before
Mhm.
I moved, like 2 months before, she was like, "Hey, you want to be a game dev?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" But I wish I had thought about it earlier than that because
Mhm.
I had a security job, middle of the night, literally 8 hours. All I did was maybe work 3 hours of that time frame. I
You
had
could have read a bunch of stuff in
I
that
could
time.
have done so many tutorials and shit.
Yeah,
I just didn't. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I get that. I totally get that.
If you
Actually,
find the right job, then that you
mhm.
can do a lot in there while
No,
making money too.
so you know the guy that I'm doing the rhythm game with?
No, I don't know him, but yeah, I know that you're
Well,
doing it with somebody.
yeah, I'm doing it with someone, right? I've told you I'm doing it with someone.
Hmm.
This dude basically has a job 4 days a week. All he does is just sit there and like watch this stupid thing.
Hmm.
Like I think he works at a doctor or something. So all he has to do is report if there's a problem.
Hmm.
That's all he has to do. He's
Yeah.
just sitting there doing nothing basically. So he's always like, "Yo, if you got anything for him to like take a look at, just send it to me. I have nothing to do anyway."
Yeah.
So that's like the perfect job to work on this type of shit.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
not to mention he has like 3 days off. So
Yeah.
3 days a week we sit in a call and we just try to solve stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, Ryoskun, that's called FMAF
Hey.
security guard.
No, I didn't have animatronics. I worked at a state office, and literally all I had to do was occasionally walk around, make sure nothing was on fire, and then unlock the doors in the morning. That was it.
Bruh. Damn, tell him to send a recommendation, bruh. You know Sat Force? I don't know if my chat still remembers Sat Force, but I'm talking about Sat Force. Uh, but yeah, he we've been like pretty happy with like what we managed to do. In fact, why don't I show you? Why don't I show you what I started working with him on?
Sure. You mind sharing it on
On
Discord?
yeah. No, I mean it's the rhythm game, so
Yeah, I know, but
but
still.
makes sense. All right. Let me also share screen on Discord.
How
Is the
you doing,
cat still
Rascoon?
sleeping?
Yes. If you're wondering why I'm not being productive at all, there is a cat in my lap, and she doesn't usually do this, so I don't want to shoo her away.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. I was like sitting outside because I was putting on my shoes because I wanted to go for a walk,
Mm.
and then the cat sat on my lap, and I was late to start my walk by an hour.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, you're not going anywhere.
mm, by law, you can't move the cat. Yes,
This is true.
it is some law. Yes,
The law of cat lovers.
some law. Nah, it just feels wrong, bro. Just feels wrong. So this is what we're working on. This is what we're imagining. We're trying to solve for. So you remember how it used to be just four characters in front of us, and only you can only attack one at a time.
Hmm.
So what we plan to do is move them into this instead, like have this for positions, and we can randomize which one goes where, who attacks first. But once that's set up, then they'll just always follow the correct um, order. And so what you have to do instead now, instead of just pressing attack, you have to press attack and the correct button.
Okay.
So for now, you can basically attack whoever you want. So like if you decide you want to just focus on this dude, you can just hold Q and press attack all the time.
Mm.
But for dodging, you have to dodge the correct one. So you
Oh,
always have to dodge the correct one, but then you can choose who you want to attack. Um,
that's annoying. Of course, I also
yeah.
don't. I also don't play rhythm games, so
That's
it's
fair.
not my bag.
That's fair. We are always definitely trying to adjust for the lowest common denominator. So like, whoever's like the worst at playing this stuff, we try to make it as approachable as possible. So I'm always considering, okay, what's going to be the lowest level? Because what these are meant to be is like multiple waves of like a commission. So for example, the situation we're trying to set up is like, you know how in fantasy stories like or like maybe even straight up I think almost every uh isekai show has this thing where they become an adventurer and then they have to apply at the adventurers guild, and
Hmm.
every adventurer has like a their adventurer rank, and then like the commissions have like their commission rank as well.
Mm.
And so if you're S class, then you can do S rank um,
Get that S
commission stuff like
money.
that. Yeah, so you would start like really low at F or some shit like that, and you will just be fighting, I don't know, slimes or something, and so you would start off by fighting two slimes at a time or something, and
Hmm.
it would be like multiple waves, where in fact the way that we're setting it up is so that you will be presented with something like this. You'll be presented with something like this at the
Uh,
start after you choose. So like there will be a board where you can choose which commission you want to take,
mm.
and it's up to you if you want to take like a harder one or if you want to take the easiest one. S rank more like shit rank shrink leaves. God damn it. Refuses. God damn it. So you will reach this end no matter what. So
Mm.
it's almost like
You complete.
well, what's it called? Like when you can choose the direction you want to go type of thing. I forgot what they're called.
Mm.
Uh, they're called
Games.
shit. my
Good
my
games?
my my brain forgot what they're called. Uh, it's the thing where it's procedural, like the procedural dungeon shit. I forgot what they're called. Um,
Hmm.
Doing
Yeah.
overtime from work. It was good to catch up a bit. Keep up the good work.
Okay.
Oh, from home. All right.
Kitty got tired of being in my
Yeah.
lap. I can get to work.
Oh shit! Everybody going back to work. No. I have been abandoned. Distraction successful. God damn it.
Also, I appreciate you posted that video, but the moment I tried to open it, it's all like, you gotta do a caption, you gotta sign in, and you gotta give me your firstborn child, and I'm like, okay, we're just exiting
Bruh,
this.
I never click in that. I see TikTok. I never click in that. Uh, but
Well, the
yeah.
good thing is
So
it plays the video even with it asking you for 10
mhm,
billion things, like your social security number and how much you love the
uh,
the Communist Party of China,
bruh.
all that stuff. But still,
Yeah. Oh yeah. The word I was looking for was roguelike. So it
yeah.
is kind of like a roguelike thing. So
Well, I don't think a
um
roguelike technically you necessarily choose a different path. I think roguelites are always different. Like every time it's a new run.
yeah. I think that won't hold me back from a Tom Hardy song. Who the hell was that?
Maybe a
But I don't know, because like
roguelite? I don't know.
basically, like this would be like your first encounter, or maybe even I can choose multiple encounters, but you can basically choose like let's say you want like this one, and then you want to go here, here,
Mm,
here, and then
yeah.
you go here, right? So if you choose whatever you choose, because it will show ahead of time like what area this is and if this is harder, because
Mm.
you might want to go the longer route because maybe over here there's like a
Kind of like
it's like
the Slay
a
the Spire
like a
spire thingy
yeah,
that you
you
go
get a
up.
side route where you actually get to collect something or whatever, and that might
Yeah.
actually make it easier to fight this last one. So if you're at F rank, probably the last one is like you fight a goat or something, I don't know. But then, once it goes to like S rank, then this last thing could be a dragon. So every box is an encounter.
I think it should be the
So
other
the
way
encounter,
around. You fight a dragon on
sure,
F,
yeah.
and you fight a
I mean, if
goat,
the goat was
the
like
super
Satan,
goat.
sure.
No, it's just a regular goat, but it's actually a super
God
goat.
damn. But yeah, so you would
It's
every
the
encounter will look
it's the
kind
goat
of like
simulator
this.
goat. A true menace.
This man trying to fucking distract me. Stop it.
Hey, you're the one who chose this to join this call.
God damn it. Uh, but yeah, then you would like in every encounter there would be like four of these and you would fight. And then the last encounter after you fight all four of these, then the boss shows up and the idea right now is that the boss can move from like each of these.
Hmm.
It's up to them where do they want to move. So that becomes super hard, I imagine. Um,
Yeah, not my kind of game.
mm,
It
that's
sounds like
that's
it
fair.
would be really good for someone who really liked rhythm games, but I don't like those, and I'm just like, oh god, that sounds tedious. Which is,
We considered at some point maybe it should be more like Mario Wonder, where uh, all of the movements of the enemies are following like some kind of musical rhythm, but our actions don't matter. Our actions can just be completely free. But
hmm,
then it also doesn't feel quite right. Maybe it might be better if we just, you know, limit it to like one move per beat, something like that. So yeah, yeah, that's uh, that's
and
kind
you
of what
can
we're working
change the beat
towards.
for different ranks.
Oh, actually, what we're planning to do, is the beat changes depending on what character you use. So you can
Okay.
buy different characters, and you can like regrind, and every character would have like a different beat, and the way they attack would be different, and all of that. So the the reason why you grind these are so either you can hire another person,
Hmm.
or you can keep upgrading this guy's weapons or something. That's the idea.
Cool.
Anyway. Back to this. Uh, so the issue with Quest Manager being up here. Well, what's nice about Quest Manager being up here is that it doesn't have to reload every single time I open a new level. I do need some kind of like load system in the game mode
Hmm.
because it needs to read what's in save, and then it needs to like tell, like, let's say, oh, I've already picked up this key, so it knows that key has been picked up, so it tells the key to delete itself, and so on. So that means possibilities: either the trigger for the collider is turned on, needs to be turned on because it's off by default, right? Either this needs to be turned on or it needs to destroy itself. That logic needs to be
Yeah.
run through the quest manager, I imagine.
He's going for complex games. I'm not. Like, I want to I love RPGs and stuff like that. They're great, but I'm just like, I don't want to code all that. So,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
I'll
To be
get to
fair,
it someday, but right now I'm just like, no, God, no, I don't want to do that.
I've already made all of this. I've already done all of this before, but I'm trying to look and see if like
Ages 3? Ah,
if I can improve upon it.
all I need is two little pieces of 2 pixels that you can move up and down, and there's a pixel in between that bounces between them. That's all.
I mean,
Just
that's why
just
I do a
remake Pong.
range. I do a range of complexities. That's why I have like the stupid mobile rhythm game, and I have this, and then I have the MMO. So they're all different complexities. The MMO is way bigger than this, so I don't even touch most of the server code. That's beyond me. But I work with somebody who knows how to do that stuff. What's this? That's so more complex than what I make for
Mm-hmm.
game concepts. So much more. My game concepts look like Stage 3, Step 1, base on snake, roguelike, intersects with other trains.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2, when intercepted, battle start, auto pet style. Step 3, roguelike progression map, repair, train, upgrade, cycle. Actual example of game plan I have.
Nice.
Very nice, sir. A simple three-step plan. Step 4,
Profit.
profit.
At least you have all the steps. Mine is step 1, come up with a game idea. Step 2, step 3,
Bro.
step 4, profit.
I was legit waiting for you to say something. What the fuck?
Nah, man.
God
That's not
damn
how
it.
that works.
Uh, I got Ligmod. God damn it. Gasp. Okay, I'll send you that once you're done streaming. I hope you're not talking about this Tom Cardy song. Let's go. Okay. All right. So, actually, hmm. Now that I've talked to you about this, I'm starting to realize what I could do instead. Yes, I am. No, 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 no. What I could do is that if if this was triggered, if this was triggered, I can make a list in the save list. I can make a list of I can make a list of um what's it called? Uh quest location destination. I can make a list of quest destination triggers. I can make a list of this, and guess what? I can use your favorite thing. I can just use a bunch of booleans. I can just use a
Yay.
bunch of booleans. So
Yeah, actually,
if
now you can answer the question. He was asking why I was getting made fun of for using booleans so much. I don't think you were the one who did it, but you were in the group that did it. Why, Ruskun, are you all like, everything's bools? Why?
hey Rundarichai, how you doing? Let's go. We actually caught a stream. Amazing. But yeah, the reason why I can use bools is because technically I only need I only need two pieces of information,
Mm.
whether it's activated or if it needs
Undertale?
to be destroyed.
Undertale, yes.
Undertale, yes, I know Undertale's like if statements are terrible.
Basically a
Yes,
list
I
of
know.
if statements.
Yes,
Mm-hmm, yes.
that return a 0 at the end. Back on the road again.
That's what
Hell yeah.
happens when you pool.
That's what happens when you pool.
I mean, hey, Undertale is a hugely successful game.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all that matters is if the game is good. Nobody
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
actually cares
It
what's happening in the
doesn't
code below.
necessarily even matter if you make a ton of money.
Unless
Just is the game good?
unless it's killing people's, GPUs, then they might care.
Which it might. Maybe that's why, for the style of the art and everything is so simplistic, is because if you did anything more than that, it would blow up.
But yeah,
Apparently, the game, I sit there and so I made the first level, the warehouse, and then I checked it, and I was running at like 10 FPS. So I optimized the shit out of it and got it back to 60 FPS, which is what it's capped at, so I don't know what it actually ran at. But
oh
then
no,
somebody
this one
played it.
actually sent me the stupid video. I'm not watching it. God damn it.
But then someone actually played it, and it's like, oh, it's 10 FPS again. I'm like, shit, what are you running?
Bruh. But yeah, the point I was trying to make here is that I only need two pieces of information, whether this has been activated or whether it needs to be destroyed. If it has never been activated, I don't even need it in the list. It shouldn't even be part of the list. So once this has been activated, I can just send this to this list and I can make the bool false. So that means it does not have to be destroyed.
Okay. Oh,
And so now I can just check. I can just check to see if it needs to be destroyed or not. If it exists. So when I run game mode, the game mode will just go through this entire list, look at all of the names,
I'm
and
gonna tell
see,
you how
okay,
much I love bools. I love them so much that when I do use an int, it is only an int between 0 and 1.
to be fair, bools are cheaper. To be fair, bools are cheaper because it's only zeros and ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's just someone pointed it out. I'm like, okay, I got an int here, and I do this, and it's
anything that
like,
you can
dude,
get
that's
away
basically a
with just
bool.
bools, definitely, yeah. Yeah, but once like you need to have more bools than an actual single variable of an integer, then you want to use an integer for sure. But if you don't need an integer for that thing,
Oh,
you
I'll
want to use
use an
a bool.
integer if I want something to keep iterating up and then check for that number. But yeah, if it's specifically you have to have this object, then I use bools, and it's just I just get made fun of for it. It happens.
Just depends on what you need, bro. Depends on
I'll
what
be the
you need.
bool lord. I don't care.
That's who you are now.
Yes.
You're just the bool lord.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
Sean in retro. Thank you for the part. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Do you game dev? I'm guessing, or do you just play retro games?
Hmm.
Sheen in retro? Is it Sheen, Sean? No, Sheen. Sheen. Words suck. Hello. This is I can actually show you playing the game. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Looks bad now. Have no fear. This is a speedrunning game where you try to get through mazes with cute little bunnies. You do game dev? Awesome. What system you use? Or what engine?
Dude, what is that font?
The font is moldy cheese.
But why?
Okay, something just happened. I don't know. Oh, is that this thing yelling at me saying that I got a raid? I don't know what just happened there. Oh, it made a noise. Uh, I know the font is wonderful. Okay, so you got this. We're working on it. Godot. See. Oh, nice. You use the mono. Is it mono? I don't remember. I tried doing that because when Unity shat the bed, I was like, I'll try Godot, and then tried using the C sharp, and I was asking someone's like, I don't know. How do I make this work for C sharp? And the answer from my community was just use Godot script. And I'm like, you guys are so helpful.
Yes,
But
I
okay,
would also
Oh,
recommend
no.
using Godot script.
Why would you
Yes,
do
that is
this?
what I use as
Now,
well when I'm
now
working
you'll
on
set
my
everything
Godot game
ablaze.
or mobile
Quickly,
game.
you
blow
tried
up my
Godot?
stone
Using
gazebo.
Oh, I
Unreal
don't know how
Engine.
Don't
much
hurt any animals.
3 objects phase through. Okay, so yeah, complete the maze as fast as you
Using
can. Don't
3D.
hurt the animals. So in the regular game, you turn into something different at the end depending on how many animals you killed. Shit. You have potions that let you do stuff
Why are you killing them, you
because
monster?
there's billions of them. There's going to be a competitive mode eventually with a leaderboard, and you can see here your raw time was actually I need to change that color. That color's bad. 30 seconds, 0.60, but your plus animals was 2 minutes and 15 seconds because each one adds. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? How you been? Let's not get that potion. We still haven't added a bear with a wizard hat to the beginning area. We will, I swear. It's in the plans. It might have to wait for the actual demo to come out, or for the alpha build or whatever. Or not alpha, early access. God damn it. Go around. Thank you. I don't remember these maps, even though I have a mini map in the top there. I'm not looking at it. Okay. Jump potion and jump. Okay. Is this the right area? Yes. I'm a little distracted right now. Oh, shit. I don't remember my own levels. I keep killing the moths. You might like, Aaron,
They want
you both might like, August 16th here, who's also currently streaming. He's doing a rhythm game in Godot, even though his like main project is in
Unreal Engine.
Unreal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a side
Just because they're
project
still working on. Yeah.
that I do in the mornings.
Yes. Put the
It's
bear
not my
in.
main game.
Just put it everywhere.
Sometimes I work on it on stream. Sometimes. More often than not, I don't though.
Well, that was interesting.
Hey, John, thanks for the follow.
Can I do that again? Yes. Okay. Is that just when I'm falling, or is there just an actual
Hey,
hole
thanks
in
for
the
the follow,
map?
Euron.
Okay, so it's when I fall. Hmm.
Oh no. Please tell me that the person at the door is not my aunt. If it's my aunt, I have to go downstairs. No problem. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Me now thinking how to put bear in my 2D game. Google
Yes.
image, get bear, add sprite to 2D game. Easy. Easy.
Ah,
Profit.
shit. Profit.
Profit.
Step 1, get bear. Step 2, put in game. Step 3, pet the bear.
Wait. No, you're forgetting one step. Give the bear a gun.
No,
What
just
the
hats.
fuck? You fell through that?
Yeah, if I fall from the thing, I go through.
Where's your collision, sir?
I don't know. That's something I gotta figure out. Okay, this is
According to Aaron's
supposed
bear from
to be.
his 3D game, he made it public domain.
Oh, wow. So you can literally put his bear in. Okay. We were just gonna make a bear.
How to add a 3D bear into
Shit.
a 2D game?
Okay.
Oh god.
I have shit to
Bugs.
fix. But yeah,
Bugs.
you get to the end there, and then I can probably load that up here. Let me just load up the end. It should still count. Okay. So we killed 7 bunnies, 6 moths, so bunnies got more.
Okay. Okay.
The bunnies come to eat you. I need to change the time on that. Hit the spacebar. And then you have a leaderboard, which didn't say because I didn't complete the 3rd level. But you'd have a leaderboard right here with all your local scores, so you look for the best one. And then this is coming at some point, and this one will be global and it'll be on a server somewhere. And for that, you have the competitive version in which you choose a potion and where to put it, and then you run through all 3 of those levels.
Debuff for data. That's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I uploaded it to some asset packs on Itch. Nice. That is cool.
Oh shit! I found it.
Yeah, where's the intro?
Oh no! Why would you?
I'm not kidding. It's actually a class in Flax. Oh my god.
So what we did here is also.
Bro.
Let me turn off the smoke. Where's the smoke?
I need to find it in Godot. I must.
Yes.
I must.
So we're gonna put like it up here, just a little thing, but you got a cat with, or you got a wizard hat with cat ears, and then you got the Adventure of Squeak Bottoms with Salter D on the side of this book for another streamer buddy, and we were gonna put that up here.
Oh, is that for like what's it called? Easter eggs?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have an idea. I know what I can do so that it doesn't look for every single actor on the
Mhm.
So what I could do is I could have an event dispatcher that I bind to every destination trigger, so that when the quest manager actually completes a task, or it completes a stage and it moves on to a new stage, it can then send that event dispatcher to everything that has that dispatcher binded. But then it also passes along with that dispatcher the stage, I guess, the quest ID, and the stage. So if I do that, it checks to see if the destination trigger has the correct quest ID and the correct stage, and then it will turn that on. But then the only downside to that is that it won't work for triggers that are in other levels, if that makes sense. It won't work with other levels.
What exactly are you? Collision. Let me Google this. That is cool that you made it public domain. It's very Godot of you.
Very Godot.
I mean, yeah. All that's public domain. Flax Engine. Collision. Oh. Here we go. Collision data.
By the way, Ryoskun, if you actually get the G buffer data working and you actually get it to work with a shader, do update to show us what it looks like. I do want to see what it'll end up looking like, because I have no clue what it will actually look like if it were used.
Well, I mean, this doesn't really tell me anything. Well, let's just take both of you and make you 0, maybe? Let's see if that stops that from happening.
Something I also wonder about your game is, like, does it have lighting, or does it not have lighting? What's the case with your shaders? Because
My game, or
yeah, your game. I'm wondering why it doesn't look too great. Is it because you turned off some shader stuff, or
We didn't want it to look overly detailed or anything.
that's fine, but
Okay. That was a
it does
nice
seem like
start.
there's no um, there's no ambient occlusion at all in your game, which is
I don't
what makes a
think
lot of
there
the
is.
rendering heavy. To be fair,
Okay, that might have fixed it.
does look like what I already have without the G buffer. It's just not calculating other object shadows right now, but otherwise it looks like this. Wait, it doesn't calculate other shadows?
Oh, nope,
Or is
that
it not
was not
calculating
meant
other
to
shadows
happen.
because it's not using G buffer yet?
Let's try that again.
Currently, no, because I don't know what it was that simple to intercept. All right, yeah. So you haven't implemented it, yeah. I would be interested in seeing how well it works with G buffer. Now that I know I can, I'll just plug it into a global. Makes sense.
Okay, where
Make
is
a
the...
model and try it out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Flat color.
jump potion?
Right now I'm thinking. If I want every destination trigger. If I want every destination trigger to. If I want every destination trigger
Mm-hmm.
to have an event dispatcher. Let me write that in. Event dispatcher for
Jump.
you
That turns off,
quest
that turns
stage.
off. And if
A
we
new
don't
event
jump, then
dispatcher for
time
new
has...
quest
Okay.
stage.
Oh, what's your new personal best on your reps, if you're still here? Oh, if you haven't checked out Aaron's streams, they're pretty cool. He does Godot. Apparently there's a open world, I think 3D like survival game that has a bear, and then he put that same bear into a puzzle game, which that's mainly what I've seen him working on.
His
And
puzzle game or your puzzle game?
it's puzzle game. Like you move the bear around to solve block puzzles basically, or get to certain areas. Um, and then he also just gets ripped on stream. He's got like bench press
To
bar
pieces?
set up. No. It gets ripped as in like, strong.
Wrong?
He bench presses and does squats and does everything else on there with a massive amount of weight.
On stream?
Yeah.
But
This is,
why?
why not?
But why?
Much like you stream to be productive, he probably streams to also get some workout in. I don't know, maybe he works out off stream, but it works.
Fair. But is it unlike streamers who have the channel points that make them do sit-ups?
No, he's just going to do them himself.
Okay.
So we discussed, okay, what's up?
Who's we?
Probably the rest of the team.
Why are you not included?
And since our character design will still, oh no, that's their actual project. Design for a while, and WYs doesn't come to Flex for a while later. We
Sega
decided to make
Rally
it.
style
Oh,
racing game.
nice, cool. Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
you
also
put
give him a
driving in
chance to
background.
try out his I guess I don't know if it'd be. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be retro. His retro music stuff instead of elevator music. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get it. I can't wait to play it. Again, not much of a racing guy either, but I'll still play the shit out of it.
Oh, on Flax, like finished product polish.
Yep. So they have a game planned, but currently their character designer, the person who like draws up the 2D designs that they then make into 3D, he's dealing with stuff, and they want to use WYs, which is going to take a while to get implemented into Flax. So they're just putting that one on pause.
But they're doing the racing game in 3D though.
Yeah, I don't think Flax works with 2D actually. I'm assuming you could work around it yourself, but it's like not. It's basically a 3D engine. It's not really made for 2D. Turn that for a second.
But you can hear me.
I can hear you now.